welcome to the live-action remake of Biscuits and Blurays podcast. I'm the new cast member, insert young actor's name, and you are returning cast member, Jade.
Hello.
Okay, trailer talk. We haven't done one of these for a while.
We haven't, and I love a trailer talk.
Honestly, me too. We got called out on the last one, though, for not knowing our shit. Or should we say, our shiz.
Oh, yeah.
We're not salty, but...
God forbid we don't know everything about the Wicked books. The Wicked musical.
You know what?
God forbid.
Sometimes some people get stuff wrong.
Yeah, people are human.
Yeah, we're not. We're actually an AI creation. Okay, so trailer talk. One dropped, and it's important to me, this one. So that's why we're doing it.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the works of Dreamworks?
I am indeed.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Do you like them?
Yes, I do like Dreamworks.
Could you name some?
Dreamworks is the Shrek.
The Shrek.
The Shrek universe exists there. How to Train Thy Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those.
Yeah, your Madagascars, your bad guys, your Puss in Boots.
Yeah, Puss in Boots is Shrek for me, though.
Out of those franchises, which one would you say is the best?
Shrek.
Okay, shit. Probably the wrong person to get on this podcast.
I'm sorry, I'll leave.
No, stay. I like Shrek. However, it's not even close to the cinematic masterpiece that is the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy.
I've only seen the first one.
Unacceptable.
I'm sorry.
We'll work on that. That's not gone down well with me.
I'm sorry.
Actually. Did you like it?
I did like it. I love Toothless so much because it reminds me of my black cat, Luna.
Yes, Luna is without teeth.
Yeah, so I brought her some bat wings. And when I put them on her, she looks just like him.
Do you like the film, though?
Yeah, to be honest, I like the film for the interactions between Hiccup and Toothless.
Absolutely.
The rest of it for me is a bit... ugh.
Are you fucking serious?
It doesn't do it as much for me.
Okay, well, that's interesting. I genuinely think it's a masterpiece. The first one, in particular. The second one's great as well. Mm-hmm. The third one's also great.
Did you cry at the third one?
I cry at the second one. The second one gets me. And when we watch it, you'll see me just...
bawling your eyes out.
Yeah. It came out in 2010. Mm-hmm. Do you think that is long enough time? How many years is that? 14 years.
I'm about to say.
It's been 14 years. Do you think that's enough time to warrant a live-action remake?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well, first of all, how do you feel about a live-action remake?
How many of the live-action remakes have been done well?
Pete's Dragon. No further questions.
I like Cinderella.
You like Beauty and the Beast, don't you, you fool?
I like bits of Beauty and the Beast. I liked it. I did like it, though.
Okay,
I can't
fine.
say I didn't. But
Alice in Wonderland?
No.
101 Dalmatians?
That was the OG.
That was the OG.
OG.
Yeah.
Aladdin, I've only seen the once, and that was at the cinema.
The Lion King?
No.
Okay, good. So you don't like them?
It's not that I don't like them. Some stories, I think a live action works because you can add in an extra backstory, you can flesh out some characters. Mm-hmm. I mean, it might not necessarily be something that's different from what you've seen before.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for example, Cinderella, they decided to flesh out the character of Cinderella and the prince a lot more. They gave him a bit of a backstory. They meet beforehand before actually meeting at the ball. So it builds it up a little bit more for them, which was quite nice. I enjoyed those little bits and pieces.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas, for example, the animated film goes a lot into what the animals are doing.
Yes.
So it cut a lot of that out.
Uh-huh.
Beauty and the Beast, I think they tried to fill in some plot holes with that.
Beauty and the Beast is not a good movie.
It's not a great movie, but I think they've used the films to try and add in bits and pieces.
Plot twist, I was talking about the 1991 animated one.
Shut up.
That's what I said.
But I think with this, from what I've seen so far of this trailer, it looks like an exact carbon copy of it.
We'll get to this. In fact, we'll get to it now.
So it's kind of like, well, if it's going to be a carbon copy of the animation, which was beautiful, why is it needed?
So, this is a very interesting question. With Disney, with the live-action remakes, it feels at least like they've gone, okay, here's a live-action remake. And then they've gauged a reaction as to what people did and didn't like and adjusted a little bit. Maybe tweaked a few pieces. So, for instance, Alice in Wonderland, that didn't work. No, that's not Alice in Wonderland. That's a bad movie.
But it made a shit ton of money.
Made a shit ton of money, which is a shame. I think all the Disney remakes have done.
Majority of them make a shit ton of money. I don't know if Pete's Dragon made
absolute nothing apart from my one ticket to see the Pete's Dragon remake, which I want to cover at some point on the podcast because I love Pete's Dragon. Anyway, but there are some glimpses of a course correct. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, Alice in Wonderland doesn't work, but some bits in Aladdin do work. You have to carry a little bit of nostalgia from the original, but make it your own. Yeah. And I think Disney has sort of got a concoction to do that now. Yeah, they've got a bit of a formula that they... Formula's the word I was looking for, yeah. However, Dreamworks have thrown their hat into the ring when it comes to live-action remakes. Do you think we're going to get a live-action Shrek? What could that possibly look like? Shrek is live. Shrek is love. Hopefully we never see that. At least, can we have some sort of order to these live-action remakes? Like, if you're going to start again, go from the start. Start with Snow White and then work your way up so we have a bit of time between them. Don't just pick the ones you like. It's insane. Although also, don't pick the good ones. But I think for Disney as well, with their live-action remakes, do you remember the Disney Vault? Where every so many years they'd regurgitate one of their older properties to say, oh, do you remember Snow White? Yeah. Here's it remastered for you. And then they'd pull it from everywhere afterwards and they'd lock it back in the vault again. There's only one thing in the Disney Vault now and it's Song of the South, isn't it? And that's where it can be staying. I'm absolutely correct. But I think now we don't have that Disney Vault anymore where we can make extra money from it, all these different releases. Mm-hmm. What do we do? So they're regurgitating it with live-action remakes instead. Okay. Because it's a story that people have already followed before. They've already bought it before. They already know these characters. You can try and sell nostalgia. It is familiar. So Dreamworks are now like, we see what you're doing over there, Disney. If you can hear some sort of squelching, by the way, Jade is holding on to a hot water bottle. It's a hot water bottle because it's cold in here. It's winter, guys. It snowed today. But Dreamworks have gone, okay, we're going to really kick up a notch. We can really make some money. Because those live-action remakes you do, Disney, they work. They make money. Mm-hmm. Dreamworks, I don't know if you know this, but their inception anyway is off the back of bad blood with Disney. I like that. I think it was Jeffrey Katzenberg. Petty King. Yeah, like he was one of the CEOs or chairman of Disney, and then he left because of creative differences. And then, essentially, he made Dreamworks with, I want to say Spielberg. I think it's Spielberg, isn't it? That sounds right. Yeah. And, essentially, they've gone, okay, well, we're going to... So, are you doing a film called A Bug's Life? We're going to do Ants. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Yeah. 14 years is not long enough to warrant a reboot. I don't think it is either, personally. I mean, let's not even talk about Moana. Well... It's interesting you bring that up because Moana 2 is out in cinemas literally in a few weeks. Mm-hmm. We're getting a live-action remake of that, and that came out in 2016. Ridiculous. That's 9 years ago. This has been 14. None of this shit's required. Okay. It really annoys me. Okay. With a live-action remake, do you like it when they do stuff that's new? It depends if the story needed it initially. Okay. Did the story initially have issues or plot holes or something that could easily be filled with that time? I mean, again, with the original early Disney films, they were shorter. Mm-hmm. So to put it into the kind of usual movie time span now, you can flesh it out a bit more. Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon, I don't remember that being particularly short or anything like that. Well, it's actually an hour and a half long. And I do remember it being a well fleshed out story to begin with anyway. So what are we going to get that's any different? Well, I'll tell you what you're going to get that's any different. Literally nothing. We've watched the trailer now. Mm-hmm. I'd seen it before. I posted up my story. Mm-hmm. You have literally just watched it. I've just seen it now. Now, it's interesting that it is coming from the same director as the first one. Okay. That never happens. Mm-hmm. Because, well, most of them are dead. I'm looking at you, Snow White. Yeah. Also, what is the point in doing it shot for shot? It's so lazy. Let me tell you something. Wow, okay. Well, the kid who plays Hiccup in the new one is the kid from The Black Phone. Who's a pretty good actor, to be fair. He's pretty good. He's quite an esteemed actor, to say so young. However, I don't understand the brief that actors are given when they're just copying.
Yeah, it's like, this film has Tree Dragon. Watch it. You're playing Hiccup. Play it as this animated character has been played.
This is only a short trailer, by the way.
Yeah, we're probably being a bit unfair to it.
Oh, probably. Yeah, absolutely. However, the one bit of dialogue that Hiccup says in this trailer, he's doing a Jay Baruchel impression. Mm-hmm. I like me some Jay Baruchel. I'm not going to lie. Do you want to hear my one-word impression of Jay Baruchel?
Okay.
Ah!
That was that even a word?
Wait, I think... yeah, that was a word.
Do it again.
Ah!
Oh.
No, wait, I can do it better. Ah! No, I think now I'm getting worse at this.
Yeah. I think we should just stop now.
Jay Baruchel has a sort of, like a quirky charm to him.
Yeah.
Why then would you go, okay, just do it like Jay Baruchel?
Yeah. Again, we're not seeing too much of what he's doing so far. It's hard to see everything he's doing from that.
However, the cast is pretty solid. There's that kid from The Black Phone. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, there's that kid from Deadpool 2.
Oh, Firefist.
Oh,
no.
We've also got Nick Frost,
mm-hmm.
which, good to see him on big
Have we got
screen.
any Gerald Butler in there?
It's funny you should say that. There's a trend happening now in Hollywood
mm-hmm.
where... Let's take the Lion King remake, for instance. The only returning cast member in that movie was James Earl Jones.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell me he's in this.
Oh, James Earl Jones is not in this movie. He is dead.
But he filmed his scenes.
The only returning cast member from the How to Train Your Dragon animated movie
mm-hmm.
is Scotland's own Gerard Butler.
Oh, go on, sir.
Now, what's your relationship like with Gerard Butler, by the way?
Oh, he's beautiful.
Okay, great. We'll move on.
He's one of my first crushes.
Is that because of... Let me guess. It's not 300 for you, is it?
No.
It's Phantom of the fucking Opera, isn't
yes, it is.
Oh, dear.
Like me, a man in a cape.
He's a phantom, though, right?
He is the Phantom in that, yeah.
Yeah.
The Phantom.
Isn't he, like, not a nice person? Or is he misunderstood?
He's misunderstood. We could all... Daddy, I love him. We could all change him.
And what about the Phantom? The joke is there that I was talking about...
If you... Shut up.
I was talking about Gerard Butler,
Oh,
actually.
you're dead irritating. But...
I think...
Who is he playing in this?
The dad.
Still?
Yeah. He plays the dad in the first one. He plays the dad in the second one. Plot twist, he plays the dad
in all of them.
all the way through them, yeah.
Wow.
Gerard Butler doesn't... He's not a big star.
He's been in some biggish movies, hasn't he? I think. Is his star really up there anymore, though? He does like a disaster film, does Mr. Butler. Usually.
I tell you what, though, Greenland is good.
I was fucking terrified watching that, but it's pretty
a good
good.
Film. That was worthy of a big screen thing, but it went straight to streaming.
That was worthy, yeah, definitely. Yeah. It was up there with Armageddon and stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But he's done a film called Plane. He's done all the Olympus Has Fallen stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like subpar action movies.
But Olympus Has Fallen and the one that came afterwards, they did well, didn't they?
Oh, they do well. There's a TV show of it now.
That's getting good reviews, though, so I've heard.
So everything's fallen.
Everything's fallen.
Yeah,
mate.
It's interesting that they've made Gerard Butler look like the dad.
Mm-hmm.
So the template is literally just copy and paste.
Yeah, so even from someone who has only seen this a few times,
mm-hmm.
I watched the trailer and kept going, I remember that shot, I remember that shot, I remember that.
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm doing that, looking at this, I don't know what my motivation is as to watching it again. Because even looking at Toothless,
mm-hmm.
I can't say that he's any better looking than he looked in the animation.
Now, I would argue that that's a good translation into live action of Toothless.
Mm-hmm.
I think he looks okay in this trailer. My problem is that he looks too much like Toothless.
Mm-hmm.
Lilo and Stitch have released what Stitch looks like.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's different.
Yeah.
It's not what you'd expect.
Yeah.
But it's still you still recognise that as Stitch.
Yeah, I suppose as well. He was he wasn't 3D, he? It was a 2D animation.
The cartoon was, yeah.
Yeah, so to make him into this live action creature, you can have the elements of fur and stuff like that to make him look real.
Yeah.
Whereas I think with Toothless, it's a bit different because of the way he was animated. He was already very
scaly.
Well, he's cartoony in this.
Yeah.
As well, so he doesn't look any different. I still absolutely love him, but it's not giving me anything different.
The problem is... We're similar to what the Pokemon movie did. Mm-hmm. You know, Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Some of those look good.
Yeah.
But some of those really don't look good.
No, depends when it came as well. When those different, because Pokemon's changed when we've had we've got the Indigo League, the original,
the OG, yeah,
the OG ones, and then obviously it evolved Yeah, so
that's very good.
they evolve from there. We get all different ones and new ones. So the newer ones obviously are going to look a little bit more polished than maybe some of the earlier designs.
That's fair, but I mean, when they translated them from the anime into, like, Pikachu looks good, but Mr. Mime, for instance, does not look
Could
good.
have that Venusaur, how terrifying that fucker was.
Yeah, but Bulbasaur was cute.
Bulbasaur is
And
always cute.
Mewtwo has never been sexier.
Oh,
We said it. We did it.
everyone fancies Mewtwo.
We did an episode on Pokemon the First Movie. Check it out. We are thirsty for Mewtwo. Anyway, but Toothless, I think there are moments in the movie. I want to talk to you about one specific scene in the movie that I don't think is going to translate into live action, and it's Test Drive.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
With the thingy wing where he keeps trying to see if he can get it to work.
First of all, I think it's such a good idea keeping the music the same. Mm-hmm. That music's iconic. That music is beautiful.
It is.
I love that music.
Evidently.
Okay, I can't stress that enough. That's fine. I'm okay with that. However, the scene in Test Drive is where they're figuring out how to work together, Toothless and Hiccup. Mm-hmm. And there's a bit where they're both falling, and Hiccup finally gets control of Toothless, and he's pulling up so they can pull up together. Mm-hmm. And Toothless has an expression on his face like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna die." That's Toothless.
Yeah.
That dragon from this trailer, this movie, is not gonna do the same. It can't.
If it does, it is just then a carbon copy.
How do you then have Toothless do these cartoony things?
Yeah, without it being, no.
Without it looking a bit shit.
You don't, basically.
You don't, yeah.
I mean, I think that's where, like, it's a bit different to kind of, what's the word? I think it's unfair to bring up similarities to Lion King. Obviously, they were made in a very different way. Mm-hmm. And they were made to look like real lions, etc. There isn't a real dragon, sadly.
Yeah.
So it's hard, really. But I think people are so used to what they're expecting Toothless to look like and to be. Mm-hmm. I think you're going to piss off people either way. If you copy it, it's, you're copying it. Mm-hmm. And if you don't, it's going to be like, oh, well.
That's not Toothless.
That's not as good as
Yeah.
So whatever you do has got to be better, or it's going to have to be the same.
Is it a case of we've just got to please people?
Yeah. We just need to make some easy money. And this is going to make money.
Yeah.
People will come and see this.
Will we go see it?
Yeah.
Or are we going to just slap on How to Train Your Dragon, the good one?
No, you're going to watch this, and you are.
Because I like that music, and I think it's so inspiring. The other dragons you do get glimpses of. Mm-hmm. And I think the problem is as well that with live action dragons, we've had a lot since Dragonheart.
Yes, we have.
1994, 5.
Oh, my boy.
My boy, can you get your buttocks off my tongue? That's a good Sean Connery, though.
Oh, very good.
Thank you. He was like he was in the room. He's also dead. But we've had Game of Thrones, of course.
Yes.
Dragons, we know what they look like now.
Yeah, even House of the Dragon we've had as well.
Yeah.
Which improved even more
yeah.
on the dragons that we've seen.
I paused the trailer the first time I watched it, and I was like, I can see some dragons in the rest of the film that they've used for this.
Yeah.
And I think they look okay. Mm-hmm. My issue isn't with any of the dragons in this. No dragons have been offended in the making of this trailer talk episode. My problem is, as well, that the fun has gone. It feels like the fun has gone. It
feels very serious in that trailer. It's all about the dad, like, you are going to kill dragons, right? Mm-hmm. But again, this is only a teaser that we're seeing. We're not seeing the fun side. We're not seeing Test Drive or anything like that.
Yeah.
But we're seeing the kind of a bit of the start of it, because we see the iconic scene where Hiccup holds out his hand and Toothless puts his face in it. Yeah. Which is really cute.
It's cute, but it's the same.
But it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
We also get to see Hiccup's wonderfully, wonderfully straightened fringe. Got them GHDs, boy.
You can get
in them Viking times.
You can really get away with stuff in animation.
Yeah, the hair made sense in the animation. I think it's really it's giving off extreme helmet GHD hair.
Yeah. But this is just like if I was to go swimming and I put my head underwater and then shot back up, my hair would look like this.
Do you remember the kind of the boy bands of the 2010s kind of era? We've got the One Directions, the Union Jays, those kinds of gentlemen.
Yeah.
They had their hair kind of straight with the kind of bit like the pointy bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of vibe it's got. You could have slapped him in the in the finals in the X Factor there, and you wouldn't have been out of place.
Absolutely. It would be interesting if it took the same narrative route, however.
No, I think because we see a scene where the dragons are in the volcano, so it looks like it is going to follow the narrative of the first. I mean, it may again go off and do its own thing a little bit. We may get a bit more stuff with the dad. Looks like it's going that way a little bit.
Yeah, but we know what's going to happen. We know he's going to train the dragon. Why not take that basis of a story and give us new characters? Why not have someone else in a different village in a different period of time trying to teach his dragon or whatever?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be exactly the same?
You know why?
Money. At this point, it's not even nostalgia. I remember this coming out. I went to see it. No, I didn't.
Well, when did the third one come out?
The third one wasn't long ago. I mean, the second one was... the third one, Hidden World.
Yeah.
And the problem is as well, we've had TV shows and stuff.
Yeah, we've had the TV shows, but also Toothless is quite a popular meme.
Yeah.
He appears quite a lot on my feeds. You know, he's trying to impress his girlfriend in the third one.
How to Train Your Dragon 2 was 2014, so that's 4 years after the first. Then there's a gap. There's a 5-year gap. So 2019 is the third one. So we've not really had time to let it rest.
Yeah, so 5 years afterwards, we're getting a teaser trailer for a live action.
Yeah.
Well, it feels a bit way too soon.
It's not even like Spider-Man, where those films didn't make any money, or got like critics hating it and stuff, and then they thought, okay, we have to reboot it. It's a cash grab in its most blatant form.
Yeah, and it's sad. I mean, I hope they do more with it. Again, we might be a bit judgy with the fact it's a teaser, but it does, so far from what we're seeing, it just looks like a carbon copy cash grab of something we've seen before.
I see through their deceptions and their lies. However, I do want to see how it plays out. And I want to see what more footage looks like.
Yeah.
Because I think that dragon is still too cartoony for that world. Mm-hmm. But also, so is Gerard Butler's facial hair. So I'm just a bit too, like, okay, some things do work in the real live action and some things don't.
Yeah. They may be figuring it out as well, seeing what early audiences are thinking. Looking at the test screenings.
Well, what are they thinking? Let's have a look. I think the general consensus is no.
Yeah, I'm interested in what the general buzz online is about this.
Teaser trailer. I think general consensus is this shouldn't exist. And also just the same. Here are the best side-by-sides. If you can do a side-by-side for two different movies...
There's a problem.
Yeah. Who plays Astrid? Who cares? Drops an explosive first new trailer. Now...
What are the comments?
I can't really see comments on a trailer. Oh, on YouTube.
Yeah.
People are taking the piss. People have said an animated movie of this would look amazing. I'm glad they made Toothless look basically the same. I hope it's just as expressive as it is in the animated. That's a problem they have to deal with. The music will always get me. People are saying Scotland forever. Test Drive in live action better be the most breathtaking thing I ever see. Test Drive is important to people.
Yeah, to be fair, with the kind of capabilities they've got with live action, they could make that into something absolutely incredible. Mm-hmm. I mean, Harry Potter was able to kind of jump on that dragon stuff. I mean, obviously that came out beforehand.
Yeah.
You can clearly do some very good stuff with it. So, come on, guys, do something good, do something different. There's
one comment here, and I think this is important. Seriously, they did the dragons right. They didn't make them look unsettling or straight up wrong, like Sonic.
Yeah.
I think if you're a CGI designer or whatever, you have the toughest job in Hollywood.
Yeah, especially if you're dealing with a property that people know.
Yeah. And also, I think, it's not long ago since the Sonic thing, where people kicked off enough and they changed it.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful. Mm-hmm. This is pleasing people. Mm-hmm. But also, I think people are just done with it.
Yeah.
Not How to Train Dragon. Make a fourth one.
Yeah. Why do you make a fourth animated film, guys?
That left it open for a new series of characters.
But you can't, you see, because you can make money just regurgitating it all over again.
What I will say is the saving grace for this is A, Nick Frost. Love to see it. Mm-hmm. And B, the same director.
Yeah.
Why have they got the same director?
Because he's already made this before.
Well, you know what he did make as well recently, and this might change your mind. He directed...
Longlegs.
No.
Ah.
No, you know that's not the case.
Mr. Eggers did that one.
Robert Eggers. Longleggers. Oh no, he didn't do Wild Robot. Okay, never mind.
Oh, so you're full of shit then.
Oh, actually, this is interesting. He did the original Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, interesting.
So
that's another overrated movie for me.
Is there a bit of a back and forth with Disney and Dreamworks at this point?
Maybe.
Whether you're doing a live action remake of my movie, I'm going to do one with my own.
Way.
And I hope they come out at the same time.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
How to Train Your Stitch?
How to Train Your Stitch.
Lilo and Dragon.
Lilo and Dragon.
Let's do it. Okay, that's a double bill I'd watch. And
just merge them guys, because let's face it, we also don't need a live action Lilo and Stitch.
Well, Disney ain't going to stop at this point.
Yeah, we don't need that either, guys. So why don't we just put these films together? Go on.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the different properties before people start shouting at us and go, well, one's DreamWorks, Jade, and one's Disney.
I think that's the point, though, isn't it? With the two different
Just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Why not? Is it going to be better than Space Jam?
I think the original is better than Space Jam.
Absolutely.
So I don't think it'll be too far away. If it's a carbon copy, it can't not be, because we already like it.
Yeah.
I think that if they've got the similar soundtrack alone,
yeah,
it will be.
I know for a fact that as soon as I hear that first few bars of the score,
you're going to be gone, aren't you?
I'll be like, yeah, well, this is the best film I ever made. Like I thought for the first one. Shit.
But it's just not required.
No. Agreed. And everyone else agrees. Let us know what your thoughts are for How to Train Your Dragon, the trailer. Oh, I can't wait to see how this pans out.
No, I'm hoping it pans out well, though, because, again, this is a property it's cute. Toothless is my cat.
Yeah. It's Wicked week, so you'll get a podcast on Saturday for Wicked. Are we doing another one in between?
Maybe, who knows?
Who knows? We should do a Wizard of Oz related one.
Yeah, it'll probably be Tom and Jerry.
Or Oz the Great and the Powerful.
We could do Oz the Great and Powerful.
I really don't want to.
Yeah, you do.
I kind of do.
Okay.
Alright, okay. But see you soon for all things Ozzy.
All things Wicked.
Oh, that's much better. Oh, fuck. This is why you're...
Do you want to try it again?
Tune in and you'll see some Oz. No, you just said it better. Bye, guys.
Bye.